remove the head. We've already done a lot of the work on the other DVDs, so right now we've got the carburetors are out, the exhaust system's out, the radiator's out of the way, the cams have been removed, the buckets have been removed, we dropped the chain down in there, and now it's time to take all the head bolts loose. So there's these 3 Allens over here, and then after we get these guys knocked loose, then there's the actual head bolts. So these are the bolts that kind of hold the tower together where the cam chain goes. So you can see what's going on here. We'll get these out. Forgot to do one thing before we actually take the head off, and that is the bolt at the back that holds the head to the frame. So we've got an Allen socket, a 17, and we'll take this mount loose. So this is the guy that when your bike has a lot of vibration, you want to tighten up this bolt. But today, we want to get this little assembly out of the way. Okay, pause. All right, we've got everything loose from the head, and now it's time to take the head bolts loose. So in order to get this head bolt on the bottom here, we're going to have to take the oil pressure sensor out, which we loosened ahead of time. So with that guy out of the way, we can get this wrench on here and loosen this bolt up here. Now, there's the one that's on the bottom in the back, and then there's the one that's on the bottom in the front. Cut. So we've got the one in the back, and then there's one on either side. So there's this one here. These are 11 millimeters. And then there's one over here inside the tower. Alright, and then there's one on the front at the bottom. Alright, so this is the one in the front. Loosen this guy up. So we're going to take all 4 of these bolts out, and then we'll get the other bolts. So now we're going to get the 4 15 millimeter bolts. These are the main bolts that go through the cylinder and the head. So we're going to crack them all loose. Alright, now we'll crack loose. We'll then loosen them up. Okay, and now, once they're all loose, we can just spin these bad boys up, and the nuts come off the studs, and like that. So there's a nut, and there's a nut, 2, and 3, and the last one. Now the only thing holding this head on is some stiction. So we've got everything clear so we can pick the head up. We get the head up, put a block of wood in here, and